Alright, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be making a follow-up video to a video I made about 2 years ago where I ranked all of Gran Turismo 7's content updates, and this was the last update at the time I made that video, and we've had many more since then, as you can clearly tell. I made this tier list. I'm going to put it in the description for anyone who wants it. The tiers, amazing. You can imagine the kind of updates that go there. Great. And the updates were very good, but amazing is only going to be reserved for truly the best updates we've had. And then we have good. It's fine. Mediocre. Certainly could have been a better update, but it certainly wasn't terrible. And they could have lived with that, which are just terrible updates we've had. Let's get started. We're going to start with the very first content update that added cars to Gran Turismo 7, and that was the April 2022 update. This update, we got the Spa-Francorchamps 24-hour, which I didn't see the point of, because it's literally just the same layout but a different starting location. We also got the 2022 Subaru BRZ. Again, didn't really see the point of it because we have the GR86. We also got the BRZ GT300 and the Suzuki Cappuccino. And I was very happy to get the Cappuccino back. The last time I made this video, I put it in the mediocre tier, and my thoughts on it haven't changed, so it's going to stay in the mediocre tier. And that's also going to go for the May of 2022 update. We got the Toyota GR10, the Roadster Shop Rampage, and the Suzuki VGT. And the video where I talked about with the cars that were going to be in this update, back when I used to do that, I thought the Suzuki VGT was a Ferrari California, and it was not. And this is actually one of my most popular videos. So, I mean, I like this update for that reason, but, I mean, in terms of content, it was mediocre, really. And my thoughts on this update, the June of 2022 update, my thoughts have changed on this one. Unfortunately, they were not for the best. This update, we got Watkins Glen. I don't remember if I liked it or cared about it at that time, but I don't care about it now. We got the Escudo Pikes Peak, and that was pretty cool. We also got the old Ford Roadster. I don't remember what it was called exactly. And that was alright. And we got the Suzuki VGT Group 3 version. Didn't care about it. I think I had this at the good tier last time, and now it's going to be a mediocre update, because it really was. And then the July of 2022 update was the only update, I think, to date that I literally hated the first time it came out, or when it first came out. My thoughts have since changed on it, obviously. I guess not obviously, whatever. It's going to stay in the mediocre tier, which I believe is where it was last time. We got the Skyline Super Silhouette, we got the 918 Spider, we got that old Maserati that I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce. It was an okay update, I guess, if we really just added all that. August update of 2022 was a pretty decent update. We got the extra layouts of Circuit de Catalunya, we got the Cayman GT4, we got the MP4/4, and we got the GTO Judge. Pretty good update all around. I think it was good last time, and it's going to stay there this time. September update. I had this in the bottom tier last time. It's going to stay in the bottom tier this time. IDR, didn't care about it. The Porsche VGT Spider, I personally do not see the reason why that car even exists. The S14 Silvia was pretty cool, and that was the only shining part of this entire update. This whole update, terrible, and we could have absolutely gone without. And I think they understood our complaining, because we got 4 cars in the next update. With this one, we got it was the NRA Roadster, we got the Group GT3 GTR Nismo, the 2018 version. We got a old Skyline, and I've completely forgotten what the other car was, but I'll put a picture of it here. This update, I think I put it good last time. I think it's going to be a mediocre now, because we've gotten so many significantly better updates over the years that, I mean, really, it's just a mediocre update now. November 2022 update. I think this was the only amazing tier update I had last time, and it's going to be a great tier update this time. We got the M2 competition, the Sierra RS500, and the facelift S14. Pretty cool, decent in terms of cars. We got Road Atlanta. We got the ability to sell cars, 8 months after that should have come out, but better late than never, I guess. And we got a whole host of other stuff. I've completely forgotten what it was. amazing update then. It's going to be a great update now, just because we have gotten significantly better updates, and don't you worry, we will get to them. Alright, December 22 update. I'm always going to have a soft spot for this video, or for this update, not video, because it was it still is my most popular video, where I talked about what these cars were. I mean, on those grounds alone, it's getting a great update. And that was also, by that point, that was the most cars we had ever gotten in an update. 5 cars was the most we'd ever gotten. We got the Chiron, C8 Corvette, Ferrari VGT, obviously, as you can see in this picture. We got the Giulia GTA, I love that car. We got the WRC Celica, love that car as well. Great update all around, really. No track, the amount of cars definitely made up for it, though. February update. This one was decent. We got 5 cars, well, 4 cars. One of them was basically a duplicate of the other. This Ital Design VGT. We got the, I believe it was, we got an old 911, DS23, and we obviously got this Ital Design. Forgot what the other one was. Again, I'll put a picture of it here while I'm editing this. I don't remember if this was a great update last time. I think it's going to be a good update now. I think so. Anyway, March 2023 update. We got the Toyota Alphard, very random edition, but don't you worry, we got some very interesting additions coming up, as you can see right here. We got the RS5 DTM, pretty cool car. We got the 959 and the 904, I believe. And again, oh no, the other update we got, also in this update, we got the Mazda 3. It was alright. I think, again, this was a great update, but I think it's going to stay a great update just because, I don't know, the cars were a little bit weirder, and I kind of like weird stuff when they add that. Not VGTs, though. Don't you worry. We will be talking about some VGTs in a minute. Alright. And now we're April update. I think this was a good update last time, and it's going to stay a good update this time. We got the XJ220, we got the new AMG GT3, and we got the Toyota and Honda Super Formulas cars. So, yep, this is what my tier list would look like now based off of my old video. And now we're going to get to the updates that straight up did not exist when I made that video. And we're going to start with the May update, the May of 2023 update. I did not like this update. It's not bottom tier, but it's like bordering could have lived without. We got this custom Ford Maverick. I don't remember what brand this was. R32 GTR Nismo. Okay, I guess. And we got the old Giulia's GTA Sprint, I think. Or it was either Sprint or Strali. It was one of those. I think it was one of those. Yeah, this update was not very good. Alright, June of 2023 update. We got the Aston Martin Valhalla, or Valkyrie. I think it was the Valkyrie. I don't remember. We got the 2004 WRX, and we got the Evo 3. I think this was a pretty decent update. It was only 3 cars, but decent cars at that. So I think this one is a good. Alright. I have very mixed feelings about it. We didn't get an update in July. I have some very mixed feelings about this August update. GR Corolla, awesome. High medic ambulance, very random, but I like it. Those 2 cars you straight up could not access for like until a month after they came out. We got the MC20 and the C1 Corvette was basically the only other cars we had. You could not access unless you did the Gazoo Racing Cup or whatever. You could not get these cars. So if that simple fact probably would have made this a great tier update. It's going to be a good tier update because of that one fact. All right, September update. This update again, really just forgettable. We got the FL5 Civic Type R, which is very cool. I did like that. We got the Garage RCR Civic, and we got the Group 4 Mazda 3, which was the standard Mazda 3 came out in this update. It's going to be mediocre. And the biggest problem I had with it, before I realized this game was heaping garbage, was this tiny update came out about a week and a half or so before the new Forza Motorsport came out. So while they had before what we knew was a complete heaping pile of garbage game, they had this tiny update to try and distract people from a literal whole new game. Yeah. November 2023 update. Straight to the top, right where it belongs, and that's not just because of the LFA. Although the LFA on its own, if the LFA was the only car in this update, this update still would have been amazing because I love the LFA. This was the Spec 2 update. We got the Snow Track, forgotten what it's called. Um, we got 7 cars, most we've ever gotten in any update so far. LFA 190E, Dodge Demon, Model 3, 992 GT3 RS, and I believe it was also the it was the old Charger, I believe, was in this update. Amazing update. Really, just amazing update. I mean, obviously, it's an amazing tier. Okay, didn't get a December update. Now we're moving into, let's just say some very bad updates. The January of 2024 update. Okay, as cool as I think that the Genesis VGT is, and as much as I thought the Jimny was a cool update, the fact that the Bulgari Vision GT was locked behind a like $3,000 watch single-handedly made me hate this update. It's gonna have to be a bottom tier update. I mean, really, that one thing single-handedly ruined this entire update. Then we get the February update. We got the Evo 9, pretty cool. The old TCS coupe from the PS3 era games. Again, I thought that was cool. Renault 4, very random. This one's also gonna be a mediocre. And honestly, I think the same is going to go for the March update. This update, we got the Lamborghini Urus. I don't care. We got the 2016 R8, which I thought was cool. And we got the GT1. But, again, it's just these really small updates. And then, okay. The May update, by every logic, should have been a mediocre. But by this point, I think everyone was just so tired of having these terrible cars in every update and not getting tracks in any updates. I think at this point we were all just done with it, and honestly I was done with it too. This update was not good. We got the Chevelle SS, we got this Skoda VGT, which I think looks cool, but nobody will ever buy this thing. And then we got the Sony Afeela, which again I think is really cool, and it's a free car, so I guess you have a incentive to buy it. But this update really was just forgettable. Genuinely, I think this is the worst update this game has ever had. And similarly with the September update, with all of our complaining, they must have heard, because the May update, June update was, I believe this was July, this was May. I don't know. Point is, this update was much better. We got the, I believe it was an old, oh god. So we got the NSX GT500, pretty cool. The return of Volvo, which I thought was great because I love Volvos. We got the V40 and the 240 estate. And honestly, I've completely forgotten everything else that was in that update. But we got the SIR2 Civic from 1993, and then the other car I've completely forgotten. I think this was a pretty decent update, much better than all of its predecessors. It's gonna be a good. I think so. Okay. July of 2024 update. Again, straight to the top. It's an amazing update. Iger Nordwan single-handedly carried this update. The cars were great. We got the that one roof model. We got there's this racing version of the Genesis VGT. Didn't care about that. 430 Scuderia, Gallardo, the M3, and that Impreza rally car. Yeah, I think this is the best update 2024 ever got. We didn't get an August update or a September update, and then we got followed up with this absolute heaping pile of an update. That was the October of 2024 update. This update made me sad. We got the T-Spec GTR, as you can see in this picture. We got the Hi-Ace van, very random, and we got the Evo 8 MR, I believe, which I didn't really see the point of. This one's going to have to be a mediocre. Such a shame. We were on such a good trajectory, and then we go right back to the bottom. Alright. November update, we are again keeping up with these very great November updates. It's going to be a great, just because the 5 cars, we only got the 5 cars, we didn't get a new track like with this one, or like a whole bunch of new stuff with this one. We got the Porsche Mission X, as you can see here. We got the 992 911 Turbo S, which I absolutely love. I think is one of my favorite Porsche 911s ever made. And then we got, oh god, what else did we get? Yeah, I've completely forgotten. I'll put pictures of those here while editing as well. Point is, this was a pretty good update. Or this was a great update. Not just pretty good, it's great. Alright, now moving into the current year, 2025. We've had 3 updates so far, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, all 3 of them have been pretty mediocre. Alright, the January update, we got the Ioniq 5 in, we got that one Formula car, which I don't remember the name of and I don't care to remember. We got the 87 Civic, I believe. It was an old Civic. I don't remember if it was an 87 specifically. And we got the Toyota CHR, which was an extremely random update, or an extremely random car. This one's going to be mediocre. 4 cars is good, but yeah, it's just random. Alright. By every sense of the word, this update absolutely should have been a bottom tier update. It's not. I actually really quite... excuse me. I actually quite liked the February update. The Unimog, very random edition, but I absolutely love it. We got the Z4 and we got that old Peugeot 205. It's a decent... I mean, it's probably one of the better mediocre updates. And that brings us to the most recent update, which is the March of 2025 update. This update, pretty mediocre. We got the Mazda CX-30, didn't care. This Aston Martin Vantage and the Renault Kangoo. I thought the Vantage was cool, and I think it kind of carried this update. I mean, really, it's just a mediocre update. Kind of a shame I have to end this video off on such a sad note. Anyways, that's my tier list. Again, I will put this in the comments for anyone who wants, or the description for anyone who wants it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!